Including the loss, I caught 130 pips today trading US30 during my live trading session in my Discord. So what I'm doing in this video is break down exactly what I saw in real time so you can have a better perspective of not just how I view the charts, but also my execution when it comes to play. All right, so the first thing I do is I focus on the higher time frame movement of price. Now, the reason why I go about doing that is because at the end of the day, the lower time frame movement goes accordingly to the higher time frame movement of price. So as you guys can see right here, it says H123.6. It also says my H4. So what I did to start things off was I went to the hour time frame, which I'm currently at right now, and I took the fib from this low, I took it to this high, and I wanted to see where this price is going to retrace down to. Right now, the reason why I did that is because we are at an all-time high, and I know for a fact that the market is not going to go from high, 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 and so forth. Right? No, the markets like to create level of stability before it give us an idea what price wants to do, which is this market structure. Right? So looking at this, we had a high, high, which is all-time high. So no price had to come back down and give us some type of low. So based off of that, I had this set for 23.6, where you guys can see that is my fib level, and I have 38.2. And that's also the reason why I have this box drawn up. So I took the box from 38.2. I took the low of it to my H4 candle, which is based off of this right here. I'm sorry, my H4 resistance, which is based off of that there. And I just dragged it up. Why? Because again, I don't want to have so much shit on my charts that like it's just all over the place. So once I have that set, then I drop down to the 15-minute time frame. Right, looking at the 15-minute time frame again, give me a better perspective of what I'm looking for to get a better perspective of like how I'm going to enter. And then lastly, I have my entries off the minute time frame. So based off of this, during last night call, we did have price come towards. We had a short come into play. We had actually our take profit was here, right? So that's we can clearly see even at 9:15 how price came to that. That's the reason why I have this line set for 49,978. All right, anywho, drop it down to the minute time frame. So more so around open, I had three trades. The first trade was an L, the second trade was a win, and third trade was a win. So we have the first trade that I had set for. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going for a buy until we got a full break of this box. That is the reason why it's there. The reason why I have that set is because if we take everything off and look at it, yes, I'm on a minute time frame, but this right here is what helped price push down. So because of that, in order for me to showcase that we're going to continue going up, we have to break this. So market open came. We had a huge rejection from the downside. However, we pushed up. Again, as I said, I needed for that to break. Price came to it, which was this candle here. Like we came up literally to this high, came back down, and I took that sell. Took this sell, which is based on market opening. And again, the reason why is because looking at this, I needed for that to break. I looked at this candle. Once they break past that, I thought that was a break. It was not. And this box wasn't here yet. Let me take this off. All right. So it's mostly looking at this. So once candle is breaking past this low, which again was from the London's low that I just drew up for you guys, I took the sell. Obviously, you guys can see I got stopped out. So once I got stopped out, that's when I put the box up. Put the box here and then there. And I was waiting for one of the things I had to showcase. We're either going to break above that high or break it below this low to show us that price is either going to continue going up or start going down. So now that's why I have the box showing up here. So the second trade that I have set was for this candle here at 936. Why? Because again, based off this, right now, I'm using this to just give me the idea of structure. Based off this, we have most rejections from this candle, also from that higher time frame resistance, or minor resistance, showing us that price does want to hold and more likely go the overall picture, which is going down to 23.6. So I'll take the sell. Took the sell off this. Price came up. Where I worked off this area. Now I need a price stay below that because if not, I was going to get stopped out. My take profit was not here. My take profit was actually down to 38.2. And the reason why that was my take profit is because, again, the higher time frame was showing me that more likely, and even with fibs, if we break 28.6, ideally first target we're going is 38.2. Now, the only thing with this is my stop and profit was hit mainly because of this. So during our live trading session, right, yes, we were breaking that 23.6. The candle was coming to a close. And I was saying we need to make sure we break past that Friday 11 a.m. Upper wick. The reason why I was saying that is because if we look at this over here, right, all-time high was created. However, we have a lot of indecision right here, right? This was an indecision, and then this candle had pushed out. So when price comes back down and it's creating a level of support, which is this line here, I need to make sure that in order for us to showcase that we're going to continue dropping, a level of that support, which is this wick right here, needs to break. So what I'm going to do for this video, I'm going to put a line right there exactly so you can see what that looks like on a lower time frame. So now we're going to drop down to the minute time frame. So going towards this right here, we can see, although this candle right here broke it, we did not break that lower wick. And this is also showing you a reversal pattern. So when this came out, how I like to trade, if the candle that pushes towards that support, that gets broken, more likely that is not going to be what we need to continue going up. But added to that, I wanted to make sure I was closing. I mean, I was closing with profit. This one, I increased my lot size that first trade. Second trade, I lowered my lot size. So with this one, it was profit. Truthfully, I think so. At that point, I think I'm up a little profit for the day. I think about like 250, something like that, around that area. But anywho, so I'm in profit for the day. Now, I did not take anything more so until my last trade was I think one of these two candles. And the reason why I did not, it was so funny, especially on our live trading session, where in real time, right, breaking out the reason for me to consider going for a buy would be we have to break from this candle, which we actually did get. Then I was like, all right, because I missed that one. I was like, all right, my next entry would be a break from this. Why? Because we can clearly see, right, we're holding support. This one that says we're going to continue dropping. This happened. I did not get into the trade as well. And I'm like, I'm just sitting here, and I was saying as well, I was like, we have all these opportunities for price to go our way, and I'm just not clicking this button. So, like the last thing we have set for was this, right? Because I felt once this breaks, we're going to go more towards a higher time frame, which is I have price coming to this line here, which you can see was 50.228. Now, I did not think we were going to catch an awesome high today. I thought the best case scenario was price to go there, so that's what I had that set for. So drop back down to a minute time frame, and I'll show you my last entry was based off this, right? So once we breaking out of this, is now showing me that this overall is holding and price does want to continue going up again towards the higher time frame. So my last entry was there, and I have my stop loss set based off this current candle, which is 1020. The reason why I had that set is because, again, this was pushed towards support. This one pushed out of that, was showing us that we're not continuing going up. And again, price structure-wise, we're not going to continue going up. We're going to make highs, come back down, give us a higher low, and continue moving forward. So from that, you can clearly see I wasn't too worried about this because, again, like structure-wise, we're either going to hold here. If that doesn't hold, then I'm going to get stopped out. It comes to the territory, right? So we can see price came. Literally, we have 1027, and we wicked right off of that market open that we have, which is right there. Also lines up with this candle at 853, which I said to you guys that was my controlling candle. So once that held, price that came up, right? What we had to do is break out of this one. And after that, I was like, I should be good to go. Now, at that point, we came so close towards my take profit that I'm not just going to be an idiot and just let the whole thing go into play. So again, as we were moving up, I just kept moving my stop loss and profit further up, further up, further up. And at this point, it was literally when this candle closed, I put my stop loss like literally right here. Again, mainly reason why is because we're so close towards my take profit. Like we're literally, I think like 20 pips away from that. So once this candle opened up, I did get stopped in profit. However, it was a profitable day. Now that's showcasing, and again, to me, that's best trade management because we're so close to my take profit. Trading is probability, not certainty. So it is not certain that we're going to definitely go here. And if we're like 20 pips away, if that, from my take profit, my stop loss is like 60 pips away. It does make sense to me to risk 60 pips to catch 20, right? Just bad ROI. So from that, my stop loss, again, it was hit W day. But again, that was a nice breakdown that we had. From that one, I was done for the day. You don't need to place more than that many number of trades. But again, give me a better perspective of how I actually trade. If you want to trade live with us every single day, you can join my Discord, link in the description below. And I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.